What's going on, YouTube? Yep, it is aluminum welding time. This is a big old intercooler from a school bus. These guys use these intercoolers for spray buggies around here, and they build them to spray the fields around all the farms and everything. And they build these buggies with these big old giant, big Cummins motors in them, and whatever motor comes in a school bus basically is how they get their engines. They just buy the school bus and yard the motor and transmissions out of them, and scrap the rest, I guess. I mean, it's probably really not a bad deal. I mean, geez, you probably almost pay for itself by the time you scrap a whole school bus. You get them with fairly low miles on them around here, so it's always it's always a good deal, I think. So, anyways, this is what we're doing today. Obviously, I'm kind of not going to be able to hold this camera and weld at the same time, so I'm just going to kind of give you some quick shots of what's going on and kind of how I go about things. So this already came to me like this, already prepped and ready to go, which is nice. I don't have to do any cleaning. I do have to do a little bit of grinding, beveling back here, just because this thing butts up. Let's see here. It's got some punch marks on here. Oh, right there. See that? Is that center punch mark? And there's a center punch mark right there. So those got to line up, and they sit on there kind of like that. And then they kind of, they sit pretty flush on the edge there. So got to do a little beveling here just so I make sure I get a good weld around there. Don't want any air leaks. And that's about it. So, oh, look at that. That is a dreaded torch that everybody hates. That big old giant, huge club of a torch. Got a gas lens in there. Tapered tungsten. The only way to fly. My machine is an inverter. Got that little Everlast machine right there. 250 amps. And this is 1/4 inch, so I'll probably be using just about everything it's got. It's funny how you think 250 amps is a big bad machine, but in reality, I mean, with the transformer machines, you don't have a whole lot of knobs to fiddle around with. Some of them you do, some of them you don't. This one's got all the bells and whistles on it, so I can change the AC frequency and AC balance and stuff on it, and it kind of makes it a little bit more powerful. But 250 amps is 250 amps really. So 1/4 inch aluminum, 3/8 aluminum, that's about max for a 250 amp machine. Unless you mix in like helium or something like that, then that helps. But most of us don't have the helium mixture stuff for them, so it's quite expensive. And it's also, you have to have another bottle laying around and another regulator and a Y connector, and actually know how to wire them together correctly. So, garage guys like me, we don't have that stuff. We just get things done. So, anyways, I'll bring you back and with one of these tacked up or maybe partially welded out. I don't know. We'll see. See how it goes. See you guys in a bit. All right, there it is, tacked up. That one's tacked on. That one's tacked on. So, what I forgot to explain to you guys is this is actually, these end caps, these are actually cast. So, I don't really know how good these are gonna weld. I mean, we're gonna give it our best shot. First impressions are, it actually doesn't weld half bad. I mean, the tacks are pretty glossy. Not a whole lot of crap floating around out there. I got a little bit out of a couple of those little tacks, so we're gonna see how it welds. I'm not sure yet. I'm just using plain old 4043 aluminum TIG rod. I think I have kind of a mixture here. Some of these are 1/8 inch. Some of these are 332. I usually tack stuff up with a 332 just because it's just a little bit easier. You don't have to wait around so long, waiting for the stuff to heat up to dip that big old 1/8 inch rod in there. But I usually weld a lot of aluminum with 1/8 inch rod. It tends to help me kind of slow down and slow my feed, so I can kind of have a little more control over what's going on with aluminum. Because sometimes you've got to, when it's real thick, you know, you're waiting around for it, then you dip and wait around, dip, you know, wait for it to heat up, and then, you know, sometimes it heats up really fast and you gotta haul ass, and, you know. Well, there it is, guys. Got it all welded up, ready to rock and roll. Actually welded pretty good, really. Not too shabby. So that's what we got. Well, my camera keeps turning off for some reason on this iPhone. I don't know what's going on there. Anyways, just real quick, I wanted to show you guys that is cast aluminum. Very clean cast aluminum. Welds very good for once. 332 electrode and 4043 rod, and I end up using the 3/32 filler this time because I don't know, was able to keep up really well. So there it is, guys, all done. Aluminum job. Now I gotta do some stainless steel tanks. So we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.